Hello, this is Akiko Sudano, and this is Stampin' in the Meadows. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Downingtown, Pennsylvania, and I'm going to just see where I am. Okay. Here we go. All right, good. Hi, Chi. Thanks for joining me. I want to welcome you to Stampin' in the Meadows, and today I'm going to pull together this, we're going to make this card, and this is made with the, hi Kay, thank you from North Carolina. Thank you for joining me. Welcome. I'm going to make this card using the Stampin' Up! Beautiful Bouquet stamp set, and then it's got the coordinating bouquet bunch dies, and this has been one of my favorites for such a long time, this stamp set. And so I'm going to be pulling this together and show you how to make this card. This is on the retiring list. So after, hi Amy, after the retiring list closes on June 2nd, this is going to be gone. And right now it's available while supplies last. But before we get started with this, I'm going to just take care of a few business things. This is a picture of the new catalog that starts opening up for customer orders on June 3rd. And sadly, I haven't gotten my catalog yet, so I just have the printout to show you. If you have placed an order with me within the last year, then I'll be sending you a copy of the catalog. If you haven't placed an order but you would like a copy of the catalog, then all you have to do is just place an order with me before the end of the month, and I'll send you a copy of the catalog. I just got notification last night that my catalogs have been shipped and that they should be arriving by the end of the month. So, yay, that's exciting. The next thing I wanted to talk about with respect to the annual catalog also is that I'll be doing a catalog shares. So, if you're interested in designer, any of the new in the new designer series paper and the new embellishments, I'll be putting together a post on that. So you can just contact me later on about that, but that'll be open through the rest of the month, and then I'll put the order in just as soon as the on June 2nd, just as June 3rd, just as soon as the new catalog is opened up for orders. And then I just wanted to do a quick thing about the beautiful ornate garden suite. That's a pre-release, and if you saw our Facebook Live event a couple of weeks ago, you've seen a lot of the products, and that's a really beautiful thing. It's got some great thank you sentiments and really versatile thank you sentiments. Then I wanted to just say a quick thing about the COVID-19 Give Back project, where all the proceeds are donated to one or two charities. You get to choose which charity you would like your stuff to be donated to, and this is digital. These are digital stamps, so this is a new thing for me. But so it's like you purchase, you download a PDF, and then you print it on your color printer on cardstock, and then you can use different punches, different dies, or different or just fussy cut out the different sentiments and stuff and use them on your cards. So and they're all sentiments and themes that are relevant to social distancing and all of that kind of stuff. So it's if you want to send something to somebody that you know that's about that. And then the final thing that I wanted to talk about is the last chance products. This is the retiring list before that is available before the new catalog comes out, and there's a couple things on that are on discount, and things are selling out pretty quickly. So there are some things that have already sold out, but then there's still a number of items that are still available, including the project, the stamp set and the die set that we're going to be using in to make the card today. So let me go ahead and show you this stamp set. This is just so wonderful. Now on the in the picture, these are smaller than what you normally than the stamp size. So, but there are so many wonderful sentiments: wedding sentiments, birthday sentiments, congratulations, and thank you. And today we're going to be using the happy anniversary sentiment. And then there's so many different stamps for making different shaped flowers. It's things that you can do, like these little guys can be on backgrounds and then stems and everything. And then the most wonderful, and you can see all of the different stamp sets, the stamps that are included. This is a huge stamp set. And you can see all of the different things that are included there. And then all of the dies. And you've got a bunch of some, each of these floral images and stuff has a corresponding die that will cut out the background of it. And then in addition to, the different flowers, and then you've got some like leaf and greenery that you can cut out directly onto cardstock without stamping the images. You've got different things that you can do to cut out like different ties. This is one that you can cut out, and it looks like you've wrapped a bunch of flowers in twine. And this one will cut out the like this one, so it looks like you've wrapped it in paper and stuff. It's really, really cool. And then different leaves, and then the other thing that I want to talk about with this is that this is the cutest little thing, because you've got this little tag that is that corresponds to the size of the flowers, and then they've got little sentiments that you can do. And here's an example of one. I didn't use it in today's card, but this is one that I did for a while ago. But you can make like a little tag like this. So if you made like a bouquet, you could have like the little tags hanging off of your bouquet, and it's just like just one more little detail that really makes for a really, really, really special card. I have to be honest, it can be kind of tedious in terms of, because everything is die cut. So you can if you want to make a card like this. I spent a good amount of time yesterday stamping all of the different flowers, deciding on the colors and stamping them out, and then with the dies, it's like you really begin to appreciate punches after die cutting. You roll it through, and then, but you do it one at a time, and it really makes you appreciate some of the stamp sets where they have like extra dies that cut out the same image. Then you stamp a bunch of those. But the other thing about it is, yes, it can be tedious, but the effects are just so stunning, because making a card with each individual piece cut out like that, and it's nice and neat in terms of a die cut. You don't have to fussy cut them out, but you really get a lot of dimension on your card, and it really makes for stunning, beautiful, beautiful cards. So this set, sad to see it go, but this is something definitely that I would definitely recommend to anybody, because I think this is one of the best sets. And then the other thing about this is the scale. You've got tiny flowers, so you can really build out a nice bouquet or like a wreath, but they're perfect scale for like making an A2 card. So it's just really good. And so on this, for today's card, I paired the die, the beautiful bouquet stamps and dies with the ornate frames, because I wanted to get a real fancy frilly frame. So this is the ornate frames dies, where I did a background in Whisper White, and then stamped and embossed my sentiment on Petal Pink, and I stamped and embossed it in white. and lay that on top of that. So this is really kind of a real fussy frilly card, and maybe it's not everybody's style, but this I felt like this was the kind of thing that I wanted to do, and for today's share. So in preparation for that, also, what I've done is I'm not going to do any stamping today. I've already stamped and cut everything out, and I'll show you you know, what I've already done, so that we're just going to be putting together. We'll just be assembling the card together, because I felt like that would pull it together a little bit faster. Then we'll do more stamping. There's plenty of time to do stamping, so we'll do that later. The other thing that I wanted to talk about with respect to this set is that once you get all of your different little flowers and leaves cut out and you figured out the colors and stuff, a big part of the fun of making cards with this set is arranging your bouquet, or arranging your leaf. And so that's a big part of it, and that's really, really fun. So take your time and enjoy that if you go ahead and do that. So the first thing that I did, let's start here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I have a petal pink card base, and I have the petal pink and white striped paper, and this is from the Magnolia Lane Designer Series paper, and I'm going to adhere that to a whisper white panel, because I want to pop this on top of the card base with dimensionals. So I want to give it a little bit more substance, so that it can stay on the thing. So I'm going to cover this with liquid glue and put it on on just a whisper white panel here, so that I'll glue that down. Let's see here. Yeah, oh, looks good. Okay, and then I'll use this to build my bouquet off of. Now, I had said previously, I'm going to go ahead and attach these together. This is just a petal pink piece of cardstock that I used, and I cut the solid die from the Ornate Frames die, and the corresponding filigree frame outline for that. And I'm going to go ahead and attach these together and do that also with some liquid glue, so that I just have to deal with the one piece here. And there we go. Yeah. Okay. So pink and pink and pink. So I think this is definitely a very, very fussy card, and maybe not everybody's tastes, but you know, sometimes you need all the extra frills. Okay, so the next thing that I did was I used the all the branches, and you can see all of this particular die, and I cut one of these, and I cut this out of Pizzazz cardstock. Okay, and I use this to arrange all of the flowers. But what I want to do is I want to position this relative to where I want to put the label. So I want to kind of do that, but I want to adhere this with multi-purpose liquid glue. So I've got basically a lot of the background flowers that I have just used with multi-purpose liquid glue directly on the card, the background here, and then on top of that added extra dimension by putting the front flowers with dimensionals. So that gives you really kind of your dimension with respect to the card, and really makes it special. Okay, so let's see here. I've got my glue down here, and I just wanted to have this just to kind of get a sense of where I want to position this. So I'll put that right down here, and I'll press it down and hold it for a second. Make sure everything is pressed down really good. I'll get one of my card blocks and hold that, give it press it down a little bit more to hold it. Get some good, good thing. Hi, Connie. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me today. Okay, so that's good. So the next thing that I did was I used, so you've got the two different little background flower dies, and I used this one right here, and I cut 4 of these, and I cut them out of So Saffron cardstock. So I wanted to put those kind of around the outside here to kind of act as a kind of filler. Now I'm building the card from the back forward, so I want to just adhere these just with, again, this is the background, so I'm going to just put this on directly with liquid glue. And just put different little dabs of glue down. And then kind of, I don't want to put glue on that, so I'm going to just move that out of the way. And just stick it down. Press it down good. And then I'm going to go and do the one over here so that that I can make sure that I kind of get a good balance of where I have the color and the fullness of the bouquet. Just little dabs of glue. And I want the fat part to kind of poke away from the thing here. So put it down and hold it. Press that down good. And then the last two I kind of want to fill in around here. I want to be careful it doesn't go off the edge of the paper. It can touch the I think this should go in a little bit more. Yeah, because I don't want it to be too far out. Oh, thank you. Hi, Ross. Thanks for joining me. Oh, okay. Oh, I know. I didn't want to do. I didn't want to go on Mother's Day, so I picked up on Saturday. But you know, it's you know, people are busy. Even people that that are quarantined, social distancing, whatever. It's busy. And with the I don't know, we had frost last night, and so it's like people, I don't think my yard is ever going to get done this year. I haven't been able to go out and pick things up, and it's just oh well, maybe next year we'll get to it. But what we do, what we get done, we do. What we don't get done, we don't do. Just go with it. Go with the flow. But it is hard. People are busy. So, and then I'm going to put this here, and then, should I? I don't know. So maybe like that. Okay. So that's where it is. That's good. So the next thing, I think I'm going to go ahead and put my dimensionals on the back of these pretty roses. I just love them. These are stamped in not petal pink. These are stamped in Flirty Flamingo. Wanted something that was just a little bit more substantial stronger in terms of color. So these are stamped in Flirty Flamingo. I'll put my dimensionals on there and then just kind of figure out, and then I will place these little and these are stamped in Seaside Spray. Yeah, Seaside Spray. And then stamp and then die cut. No, need to use dimensionals on this guy. So because this is going to be the flower. These are kind of, I guess these kind of remind me of roses. They're kind of like roses. I'll put 2 of these here, or maybe a little higher. oh, you know what? I think I wanted to put these leaf sprays. So these leaf sprays are also done in Pear Pizzazz. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put just a little bit of liquid glue on the bottom two. Am I in? Yeah, good. On just the bottom two layers here, and then kind of position them, and that'll fill in some of the other, yeah, that'll fill in some of the areas here. And put that down, and then now really need to press that down so that I can get good stuck on it. I think maybe if you want to, I don't know if and then I'm going to cut this off because I don't need that much, and I don't want to add extra bulk here, so I'm going to cut this off right here just with my snips. There we go. Just wanted the effect of the leaf spray there, and let's do the same thing with this. Just add a little bit of glue at the bottom, on the bottom two sets of leaves there, and that way you can have some movement on the top. And I like to use the tweezers to help me with my placement, because my fingers are so are just so fat and clumsy, and things always seem to move. So I'm going to just put that down and then stick it there and just give that a little bit of a press. So this way I've got, you know, my four sets of So Saffron flowers, and then a couple of leaves, and in the past when I've made bouquets with this, I've used foil, and using the foil paper makes really, really pretty. And then there's one of these other accents. This little guy right here, this die, makes the prettiest foil accent for your bouquet. So definitely don't be afraid to do that, because for a card like this, it's a lot of effort, and it is very, very special. So it's worth it to add the extra foil for someone special. There, I think that looks a little bit, that looks better. So these guys are going to be put on with dimensionals, and I've already put a dimensional on this little guy, and this is stamped in Petal Pink. So put that flower right there, and then let's put these little Seaside Spray posies all around, and these are, like I said, these are stamped. This is the on the flowers. This is the Flirty Flamingo flower. This is the Petal Pink flower, and this I didn't use this one, but this is a larger version of the same flower that I've stamped in Seaside Spray, and this is or similar version, and it's right here. But then you also have these flowers that kind of look like tulips, and they have dies and stuff for them as well, and then like these little bud things here, and then lots of different leaf pieces and stuff. So this is just a really, really great set. I've had this for a couple of years now, and I've really, really enjoyed. I'm going to just put that up there. Really enjoyed making lots of birthday cards. I think I need more glue on that one. Lots of birthday cards. Mostly birthday cards. I've also seen a lot of people use this set to directly stamp without using the dies on paper, and that it's pretty too. I'm going to move this one right here. So I'm going to try to do like 3 on the top area, and then 2 kind of on the bottom here. So keeping with my 5 blue ones. And I'm going to this underneath here, there. So it's like, so you've got like lots of dimension. It's just really, really great. So before I put these on, I'm going to wait until after I finish building my bouquet to put those on. But I'm going to go ahead and pull the dimensional backings off of these flowers and attach these flowers. And really, it's like you're making a flower arrangement. Like somebody has just given you a nice bunch of flowers, and you're arranging them in a vase, and you're going to put them on your table or on your countertop. And this one went straight up, but let's go ahead and turn this just slightly this way. Give it a little bit more movement. So you've got things in the background here that are glued. So that's one layer of dimension, and then these are popped with dimensionals. So you've got a little bit more here, and then we'll add these two final flowers. Did anybody have snow? I was so disturbed when I heard that it was going to snow. We have cold weather, but we did not. Oh, I'm sorry, Connie. This is Beautiful Bouquet. I just saw your note there. What stamp set are you using? Beautiful Bouquet. Yeah, this is one of the ones that's retiring. So, and this has just been one of my favorites. Okay, so this is, I think all these flowers are at here. And then what I wanted to do also was, since the label is just so fussy and everything, I wanted to go ahead and adhere that with dimensionals. So that is going to be popped up as well. And add the dimensionals to that. You know, I'm just realizing that I think my camera is slipping. And so it's, my mount is like slipping, so everything is kind of moving down. So I have to go back up there. Sorry about that. And this sentiment is also from the Beautiful Bouquet. The frames, the label is from the Ornate Frames. This is the one that came out in last year's holiday catalog. And so we just want to kind of put this right here to the side, underneath. Make sure it's straight, kind of off to the side there. And then I just used the, instead of using any of the die cuts, I'm just going to, I just used some of the white crinkle ribbon. Thank you, Leslie. Hi, thank you for joining me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Connie, I can't believe it. Lots of big flight. Oh my goodness. I just read your note, Connie. Oh, luckily we had frost warnings, but it was cold. I heard there was going to be snow all over the place, but we didn't have any. So that was good. Thank you, Leslie. And so I just used a little bit of a glue dot on the back here. I made a bow, and this bow has got I left a lot more ribbon on the bottom on the tails here than normally I would, but I guess that kind of goes with the fussiness of everything. I guess later on we'll have to do something that's a little bit less frou-frou, but so it's very, very fussy and pink and lots of pinks, and Yeah, definitely feminine. Okay, so what next thing I did was in this stamp set they have a lot of different. They have different. Let me show you. They've got like different centers that you can put. They have like this is a center and this is a center, and they have a little die cut that you can cut these things out of. But then they also have like this center that you can use, so you can just stamp it and then have like little flower stamens coming out of there. I've done that in the past. This is just that's really pretty too. But for today, I decided that what I was going to do is just use the small basic pearls and put little pearls in each of the Seaside Spray little flowers. Put a little pearl on each of those, and then put one of, I think, the medium pearls on the petal pink flower. So I'm going to do that. So pearls and filigree white lacy things and flowers. It's very, very, very feminine, very fussy. Okay, and then I used one of the medium pearls for the larger flower. There we go. All right. So then what I wanted to do was put this panel. So I'm done with the panel here. This is the front panel. And I'm going to attach that to the petal pink card base. But I'm going to put all my dimensionals on the back here. Yeah, it was not so bad. I just want it to be nice instead of being cold. We had such a cold April. Ready for some warm weather. All right, now pull the covers off. And then we'll put it on. And then on the inside, I really kind of left the inside, I didn't do a lot for decorating the inside. You could add some of the, save some of the die cut flowers and do something like that as well on the inside. But this one today, I'm gonna leave that. Hi, Christine. There we go. Okay, so that's our card front. And this one has got the stems, more of the stems hanging out from the behind the label, but that's okay too. And then on the inside, I will just take, and I have another strip of the white paper. And again, this is from the Magnolia. Good Morning Magnolia. I don't remember the Magnolia Blooms designer series paper. And that's retiring too. So many pretty things retiring. I haven't gotten my catalog yet. Oh, so sad. I think. Yep, that's good. And then I will just adhere this to the inside. There we go. So the inside's rather plain, but like I said, you could like add some flowers in this corner and that corner, wherever, and it would be that would be pretty too. But that's my card for today. There you go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Amy. We've got clouds, but we don't have snow. Well, everybody stay warm. And thank you so much for joining me. And everybody have a good day and have a great, great Mother's Day tomorrow. Thank you very much. And on Monday's blog, I'll have all the cardstock cuts and links to all the different products. Thank you so much for joining me, and everybody have a great weekend. Bye-bye.